Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lora Rolling and this is part 4 of the Yarn Kitty Ornament tutorial. This is the Yarn Kitty Ornament. It is so cute with all the kitties and the yarn and the hearts. And today we're going to be making the triangle called Eyes and Ears. If you haven't seen parts 1, 2, and 3, that's okay. You can do them out of order, and I will have 1, 2, and 3 linked down below in the description. So once you're finished with this one, you can go back and watch those. We just have a few materials to get ready, so let's get them listed and then we can start. Let's go. Okay, so the beads that we're going to use today are Miyuki Delicas in pearl white, opaque black, silver gray, chalk white, and light sapphire. I'm going to call this white, black, gray, chalk white, and blue. We're also going to need some beading thread and a beading needle. I like to use the Eslon Fire in crystal, and I use 4-pound. You can also use a 6-pound thread, and you can also use your favorite thread if it's like Fireline or whatever your favorite thread is, really. And then I also use the size 10 beading needle, but you can use a size 12 if you prefer. I also use a couple of implements, long nose pliers to hold on to my thread at the end, and I use wire clippers to cut my thread, but you can use scissors if you prefer. I'm also going to use the fire method to end my tail, and I'm going to show you how I do that. We're not going to use the ornament in today's video, but you'll want to get your hands on one of these. It's a 2.36 inch plastic crafting ornament, and I buy them at my local hobby store, but I'm sure you can find them online too. They generally come in a pack of 12. You just need one. I also have printed out from my Etsy shop the instructions. It's step by step. It shows you which colors to pick up each time and every little step instruction that you need. You do not need this step by step instruction guide. You can follow along with this video, and that's fine too, but I did want you to know that it's available in my Etsy shop in case you want to print one out for yourself. Alrighty, those are the materials that we need. Go ahead and thread your needle with 3 feet of thread, and then we can get started. Okay, so now we have our thread on our needle, and our thread is 3 feet long. And so I'm going to pick up the first 3 beads. I'm going to pick up 3 white beads, not the chalk white, the shiny white. Okay, and I'm going to pull those beads all the way down until they reach the bottom of my thread, leaving about 6 inches of a tail. We're going to make a square knot. So we're going to cross over and then pull our tail through. And then we're going to cross over on the top, and we're going to pull the tail through the top circle. Putting my 2 fingers in the bottom circle, I'm going to pull that top circle tight, and then we have this little tail. So I'm going to take the lighter, and I'm not going to touch the flame to the thread. I'm just going to get it really, really close, okay? And it will singe a little teeny knot at the end. That's all we need, is that teensy little knot. Now we're going to pull the long thread while we twist the circle, and that tail is going to come down and meet the long thread. So it should look like this. That little knot is right there. I'm going to take my thumbnail and pull that knot down until it meets the 3 beads. And that is the end of row number 1. So now let's pick up 2 more white beads. And we're coming out of this bead, we're going to sew through the next bead. And we're going to try to get these beads to sit right next to the ones they're on top of, and that's what it should look like. Now we're going to pick up 2 more white beads, and we're coming out of this bead, we're going to sew through the next bead. Making sure that those 2 beads sit on top of those beads. And now we're going to pick up 2 more white beads. And we're coming out of this bead. We're going to sew through the next bead and the one next to that. When we're sewing through 2 beads, it means that we have completed our row and we are ready to start our next row. That's called stepping up. And this is what it should look like. So now we've completed row 2. We're going to start row 3 by picking up 2 white beads. Coming out of this bead, we're going to sew through this bead. Now we can pick up 1 white bead. And we're coming out of this bead. You'll notice there's a bead that's kind of set inwards. We're going to skip that bead and we're going to sew through the next bead, which is sticking out. Just like that. Now let's pick up 2 white beads and sew through the next bead. And now we can pick up 1 white bead, skipping the one that's sitting in, we're going to sew through the sticky out bead. Let's pick up 2 more white beads. And we are coming out of this bead, we're going to sew through the next. Getting our beads to sit right up against the ones that they're on top of. And now we get to pick up the last bead of the row, which is 1 white bead. We're skipping this one that's set in, and we're going to sew through the next 2 beads, which means we're stepping up. We've completed row number 3, and now we get to start row number 4. Row number 4 starts with 2 white beads and sew through the next. Pick up 1 white bead and sew through the next. One white bead and sew through the next. Now each time I get to a corner, I kind of just turn it in my hand, making it easier for me to sew those beads in. We're at a corner now, so we're going to pick up 2 beads. This time we're going to pick up 2 black beads. Sew through the next. Let's pick up 1 black bead and sew through the next. 1 black bead and sew through the next. I'm at the corner, so I'm going to turn my work, pick up 2 black beads and sew through the next. Now we're picking up one white bead and sew through the next. And then our last bead in this row is one white bead. Now we're going to skip the any bead and sew through the sticky out and the second one also. So we're sewing through 2 beads, stepping up, and now we are ready to start row number 5. Let's start with 2 white beads, then 1 white bead, one white bead, one white bead. Now we're at the corner, so I'm going to turn it and we'll pick up 1 gray bead and 1 black bead. So we have 2 beads on our needle. Let's pick up 1 black bead, one black, one black, we're at the corner, so let's turn it and then we'll pick up 1 black bead and 1 gray bead. One white bead, one white, and the last bead in this row is 1 white bead. Let's sew through the next 2 beads, stepping up, and now we're ready to start row number 6. Turning my work, let's pick up 2 white beads, one white, one white, one white, one black, one gray and one black, one black, one black, one black, one black, one black and one gray, one black, one white, one white, and 1 white. Sewing through 2 beads, and stepping up, and now we are ready to start row number 7. Let's start with 2 white beads, 1 white, 1 white, 1 white, 1 white, 1 gray, 1 gray and 1 black. One black, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black. We're at the corner. Let's pick up 1 black and 1 gray. One gray, 1 white, 1 white, 1 white, 1 white, and we'll sew through 2 beads. Now, this is the tippity top of our triangle. So it's the 7th row. So this is as high as it's going to go for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to not pick up a bead. We're going to just sew through the next bead. Okay. So now we get to start row number 8, and we just need to pick up 1 white bead, 1 white, 1 white, 1 white, 1 black, 1 gray, we're at the corner. Let's pick up 2 black beads, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black. We're at the corner, so we'll pick up 2 black beads, one gray, one black, one white, one white, one white, and one white. Now we're up at the top of our triangle again. So we're going to switch directions. We're going to, instead of sewing, continuing on going this way, we're going to turn over our triangle, and now we're sewing down this direction. So it's already in place. We just need to pick up one white bead and sew through the next bead. One white, one white, one white, one white, one gray, one black, we're at the corner. Let's pick up 2 white beads, one black, one chalk white. This is the first chalk white that we're going to add in our triangle so far. It's the one that's not shiny. One chalk white, one black, one chalk white, one chalk white, one black, two white beads. These are the shiny white beads. One black, one gray, one white, one white, one white, one white, and one white. Now we have our white, our last white bead in this row. We're going to sew down that top bead. So we're actually turning around. Make sure that that bead is sitting right next to the one we're sewing through. Now we're going to turn around by sewing down the next bead, And then the bead that's sitting right next to the one that we're coming out of, we're going to sew up. Then we're going to sew up this bead. And now we can sew down the bead that we just put on. Now I'm going to turn my triangle over, and we are now in position to sew down this side. So, and this is starting row number 10. So row number 10 starts with one white bead. This is the shiny white. One white bead. One white, one white, one black, one black, one white, we're at the corner, so we'll pick up two white beads, one black, one chalk white, 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 one black, we're at the corner. Let's pick up two white beads. That's the shiny white. One white, one black, one black, one white, one white, one white, one white. Now that is the end of row 10. To start row 11, we just need to flip our triangle over, and now we can start sewing down this side. So let's pick up our first bead in row 11 is one white bead, one white, one white, one white, one white, 1 black, 1 white, 1 white, now we're at the corner. Let's pick up 2 white beads, one black, one chalk white, one chalk white, one chalk white, one black, one chalk white, one chalk white, one chalk white, one black, now we're at the corner again. Let's pick up 2 white beads. These are the shiny ones. One white, one white, one black, one white, one white, one white, one white, and one white. We have our last bead on our needle. We're going to turn the thread and get it back into position again. So we're going to sew down this top bead and get that new bead into place. Now we're going to sew down the next bead. Sew up the bead right next to that one. Sew up the bead above that one. And down the new bead that we just put in place. Turn our triangle over, and now we are ready to start row number 12. Let's start with 1 white bead, oh, I forgot to ask the question of the day. The question of the day is, do you have a cat, or do you have a dog, or do you have another type of pet? Let me know what pet you have. I have 1 dog. He's a Cocker Spaniel named Dog. Alrighty, continuing on with row number 12. Let's pick up 1 white bead, one white, one white, one black, one white, 1 white, 1 white. We're at the corner, so let's add 2 white beads. One black, one black, one chalk white, one blue, one chalk white, one chalk white, one blue, one chalk white, one black, one black. We're at the corner, so we'll add 2 white beads. These are the shiny ones. One white, one white, one white, one black, one white, one white, one white, and one white. Now we are at the top of our 12th row, and it's time for us to start adding our connector beads. So we're going to turn our triangle over, and now we're going to be able to add our connecting beads to this side. So we're going to start with 1 white, one 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 white, and one white. Okay, so I forgot to tell you what connecting beads are. If this is your very first triangle that you're making with me, we have our triangles are all going to connect together. So some sides have connecting beads and other sides will not have them. So each triangle is different. This triangle happens to have connector beads on the right side and on the bottom, but no connector beads on the left side. So we're at the corner. We're going to cap this corner with 1 white bead. These are the shiny white beads. And now we're ready to add our connecting beads to the bottom. So we're going to start with one white bead, one black bead, one chalk white, one chalk white, one chalk white, one black, one chalk white, one chalk white, one chalk white, one black, and one white. This is the shiny one. At the corner, we're going to add one white bead. It caps off the corners. And now we're not going to have any beads on this side. So what we're going to do instead is just going to secure this bead in and end our thread. So I'm going to sew up 6 beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm going to zigzag. I'm coming out of this bead. I'm going to go down this bead, pulling my thread tight so it hides the thread, and then up the bead right next to that one, zigzagging. And now I'm going to sew up 2 more beads. 1, 2, making sure my thread is not showing at all. I'm going to sew up 1 more bead just to get to the white area. And then I'm going to sew down the next bead, the one that's right next to the bead we were coming out of. Then I'm going to sew up the bead next to that one, zigzagging. So now I feel very good about this bead being very secure. It's not going to fall out if we tug on it too hard or anything like that. So I'm going to end my thread by picking up my thread with my long nose pliers, and then I'm going to take my wire cutters. You can take your scissors and cut the thread. Just make sure you don't cut the bead. So now we are finished with our eyes and ears triangle. Isn't he so cute? You see his ears, you see his little eyes. We only need 5 of these, so go ahead and do this 4 more times, and I will see you in a second. That was so much fun. I hope you're having as much fun as I am making these triangles and getting ready to complete the ornament. The next video will be completing the ornament, connecting all of our triangles together. I can't wait. If you have not already, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button so you're notified when that video comes out. I can't wait to see you there. Thanks for watching.